So YouTube, how's it going? Buster here, venture biker, to get around this tool. I'm going to do this video, but I don't know if I'm going to post it. And I'm going to talk about some stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to post it. A few things have been happening recently, and it's kind of made me start to think about where my life is just now and how I got here. So, it's about mental health really. And how I ended up coping, I wouldn't say overcoming it, but definitely coping with it. Now, I suffered a loss when I was 15. It was actually on my 15th birthday it happened, and I've not been kind of right ever since. I've kind of struggled with mental health. Fucking idiot, man. I've kind of struggled with my mental health ever since, and I've kind of added to it through the years as well. So ever since that happened to me when I was 15, a switch kind of went, because I was quite timid. Wouldn't really say boo to a ghost. I was doing really well at school, even being dyslexic. I was doing really well at school. And then that happened to me when I was 15, and it just went to shit. I went from being a quiet, timid, head down, fucking knobhead, man. Quiet, timid, wouldn't really say boo to a ghost, to being an absolute fucking melt. An absolute melt. I was getting into trouble. I was fucking doing stuff that I shouldn't be. And I kind of got to the age of 16, 9 months. And I only really had to, because I'd fucked school off. I mean, I'd stopped going to school at the age of 15. So I really only had two avenues to go down. It was either a kind of life of crime, really being in bad, or going to the army. And the army kind of did change me, and I still kind of have, and I still kind of try and live my life to the way the army kind of taught me. To this day, I still kind of have traits of the army in me. But yeah, it was either a life of crime and being an absolute dick, or join the army, and I chose joining the army, which I think kind of helped a wee bit. But while I was in the army, I did well, top of the class. I went from being, at the age of 16, I was like 15 stone, quite fat, quite lazy, to be down to 10 stone and being quite fit. On the space, I'm just in my basic training, and then everything was going kind of alright, and then I suffered an injury in the army. I damaged my knee, and then obviously get kicked out of the army, medical discharge. Then having the mindset, working hard, playing hard, I came out and I just started drinking, and I drank quite heavily. I kind of mulled about. I did get a job, kinda in the starts of what I'm doing now, refrigeration. But being a young boy and earning quite good money, I'd say a young boy, a young man actually, I was 21. Earning good money, didn't really have a lot of responsibilities. I reverted to the old, back to being drink, really. I was quite bad for drink. I've got quite a I wouldn't say an addictive personality. I've got a bit of OCD. It's not really addictive because I can, as I've proved, I can stop things quite quickly. How can I put it without getting striked on YouTube? I get introduced to some stuff that can make you drink a lot more, and I got kinda bad on that for a while. In fact, not even a while, for about 15 years maybe. I was bad. I was bad drinking, I was bad on that stuff. Right up to I was probably 40. So, no, probably 39 actually I was, because I remember why it was 39. Yeah, right up to I was about 39, I was bad on drink, bad on the stuff that makes you drink a lot more. And then I just woke up one day and thought to myself, what the fuck am I doing? Why the fuck am I doing this to myself? And it was my son, believe it or not, because I was, even though I was really a really heavy drinker and doing that sort of thing, I would never do it when my son was there. And at that point I was getting my son on a Saturday morning to a Sunday afternoon, and I would be drinking and doing the other the Friday night. And I'd wake up in the morning and just be grumpy, and I would basically take out my hangover out on my son. And I just came to the age of 39, I thought to myself, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing to myself, and what am I doing to my son? And I grew up without, basically, I kind of went through my teenage and into my young adult age without a dad. And that's kind of what happened to me when I was 15. My dad died on my birthday. And it did fuck me up, royally fuck me up. So I kind of got to the age of 39 and went, what the fuck am I doing to myself? And not only myself, but to my son. And do I really want to do this? And end up, my son grows up without a dad and ends up in the same position I am. So I just stopped. I stopped drinking, which means I stopped doing the other stuff. And don't get me wrong, it was fucking hard. It was hard. But for me to overcome it, I had to not drink for a full year. And I mean not touch a drop for a full year. And that's why I don't think it's an addictive personality I've got, because now I can have a couple of beers and that's it. I don't drink now to get absolutely fucking rat-assed. So I had a few drinks a day, yeah, but before that I don't drink. I don't drink during the week, I don't drink in the weekends. I don't go to the pub, I don't drink in the house. More so because 3 weekends of the month I've got my son for a full weekend and I don't want to be drinking when he's there. That was the other reason why I stopped. So yeah. But then I do suffer from mental health issues due to that. And obviously stuff that happened to me in the army. Stuff that's happened to me through my life. I do suffer. But turning to drink and other stuff, other substances, doesn't help. And it took me a while to realise that drinking doesn't solve it. Doing other substances doesn't solve your problems. It just pauses it. They're still going to be there in the morning. So I still suffer. I don't get me wrong. It's not the cure. There's no cure for mental health issues. I've just learned to cope, and this helps. This is, I've got quite I'm quite OCD. It's definitely not an addictive personality. Because for a while there it was bass guitars. I'd buy bass guitars, I would do them up, I would fix them and sell them and buy another one and just do that, and I did that for years. And then before that I had a Fireblade, and I was out my Fireblade constantly. Out my Fireblade, and then when I broke my leg, and that's how I got into, I play bass anyway, but that's how I got into fixing basses and stuff. And then once my leg was better, and then I couldn't get onto the Fireblade, I sold the Fireblade and bought this, and then I was kind of OCD about this. And that's how, when my bike went away on Saturday night, I didn't get it back till today. And that was only what, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days I didn't have my bike for, and it was annoying me. I might have no went out on it for those 3 days, but if it was sitting and I could get access to it, do you know what I mean? It wasn't there. I couldn't get access to it. It was locked up in a garage, so I couldn't get out, and it was annoying me. That's why I go kind of OCD about this, about the bike, about doing adventure riding and going to Europe, and yeah, it's strange. It is strange. But my kind of point to this video is don't suffer. Don't suffer in silence. And it is good to talk. I can be very... Sometimes I don't want to talk to people about what I'm going through and what I'm feeling and how I'm feeling. There's groups out there. We were at a fun day at a village, and we met a mental health group called I think it's called the Andy Man. I'll put the link to the description below. There's obviously the motorbike mental health group as well. So if you're suffering, don't suffer in silence. Talk to somebody. And if being out on your bike helps you, go out on your bike more. It's just it's a strange, yeah. But it's just to let you know that I do suffer from a wee bit of mental health and I certainly, as you probably tell in my videos, I do have a slight anger issue as well, but I never ever, it doesn't get that bad that it goes beyond the helmet or goes beyond my windscreen. I'll never take it off, I'll never take it out of the helmet. I'll scream and shout, call everybody in, every name under the sun, but it stays in the helmet and it stays in my car. And believe it or not, it helps. It's like one of the rooms you can hire where you can hire to smash up furniture and you get locked in a room with a hard hat, a pair of safety goggles and a baseball bat, and you just start battering things. That's what me screaming inside my helmet does for me. It's a kind of release. It's like the same idea as if you're out on the bike and you just ride your bike hard, you're pinning it for about an hour solid, and at the end of it you feel 100 times better. It's the same thing. But that's just a wee video just to let you know that I'm dealing with shit as well. Some things I will need to talk to people about, but some things I won't. But there is groups out there, if you are suffering, don't hold it in. Speak to somebody. It was just, they said it was just quite a few things have happened in the last month or two, not directly, not actually to me, but to people that I know, and I could see them kind of suffering, and just me saying to them, look, if you need to talk, you know where I am, or you could see it when I said that to them, that was a wee bit of relief. They might not talk to me about what's happening, but just that, knowing that somebody's there to talk to you if you need to talk to them, kind of sometimes helps as well. But it says, I'll put some mental health links below. I might have just rabbited a lot of shite in this video, but I'll put some links below. All the people that know me, and actually personally know me, who watch my videos and stuff, I hope you know that if you ever need to talk, you know where I am. And if riding on your bike helps you, get out on your bike. Some days I feel like I don't want to go out, and I feel like I can't be bothered. But sometimes when you just push yourself, get your gear on, get your lid on, starting that bike and getting out. Sometimes that's just what you need to do. You just need to do it. Get yourself out there. And that's how I kind of, the APR for me was brilliant. It was just loads of people with the same interests. Yeah, good. They say don't suffer. If you need to talk to somebody. I'll stick some links in the description below. Look after yourselves. stay rubber side down, and remember, take life 1 mile at a time. Catch you later.